Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hey now, it's your girl ChonitaNicole, and welcome to Do Dream On if you're new, and if you're already a dreamer, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, today we are going to be adding wings, actually adding angel wings, and making memorial flyers and shirts for sublimation. And it's going to be a tutorial. I won't actually sub the shirts, but I'm going to show you how to design them, okay? So this is really special. You see that purple and gold, that's going to be for Kobe. And then that blue is going to be for Nip. Okay, so I'm going to be doing Kobe Bryant and Nipsey Hussle. All right, so as you can see, these are some photos I uploaded already, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of the photos I upload. I got these from Google. I'm going to bring in Nip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the background. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm in Canva. I'm going to go ahead and remove this background. I'm going to Effects and Background Remover. I do have Canva Pro, which I pay for. That's the only way you can remove it in Canva. You can use other apps if you like, but since I'm using Canva, I'm using Canva Pro, and I pay for that, so I'm removing the background here. Okay, I'm going to use this erase tool, and I'm going to erase the excess of the steps. I've never used this before. This is actually something a little bit newer, which is cool because you can get as close as you want. But I'm a little nervous because I don't want to mess up. So I'm going to go ahead and use this tool and remove some excess around him and around his feet and get these stairs and stuff out the way. So, it gets serious. You want to just concentrate, make sure you're getting everything, make sure it's clean so it's not choppy and it doesn't look unprofessional. So if you guys have been watching me and you know how I'm a perfectionist and I don't play, and I'm just really, really anal about certain things. I just want things to look nice, right? So you can change the brush size there. I just noticed that, like I said, this was my first time. So I'm going to zoom in so I can get a little bit closer and make sure I'm getting as close and as neat as possible. Because if I did want to actually print this out, which I might later, and actually make a shirt or something like that, or put it on something else, I want it to look as neat as possible. So I don't want to get them laces. I'm going around it. Don't want to mess his shoes up. Don't look like those his Pumas. Anywho, so I want to just get as close as possible without messing anything up and making sure that it's neat. Because like I said, if you do it a certain way, it can look choppy and it can look unprofessional and jacked up. And I don't want to do that. So I'm getting really close and taking some of it out, making sure I'm being very careful. Let's get up by that angle, clear all this out, right? Okay, I think it's good enough. I think it's decent enough for what I'm trying to do. You get all up under there and all around that shoe. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so I can see some of it. Okay, I think I want to get some off the sides over there. So I'm going to zoom back in, and then I'm going to get some off of this side over here. Just so it can be nice and clean. Okay, so right here, I was trying to get back to the zoom that I was at previously, and I didn't know how to do it. So I'm playing around trying to that's too far, and then the other one is too close. So it was something in between the 25 and 10 that I was trying to find. And I ended up playing around with it, and I found that it's actually when I click fit. So hopefully I think I figure it out right now. I was confused. So I was just playing around with it, trying to figure it out. Yep, I figured it out. All right. So fit, that's where it was 15. And that's the size that I'm typically used to using. So because it like fits the screen. Okay, now I'm going to search for some Stairway to Heaven. I previously searched that. I didn't make this file before doing it. This is my first time doing it on here. But I did search a couple backgrounds and wings. So angel wings. Because you'll see when I search wings before, it does like chicken wings. That's a whole nother story. Anywho, so trying to figure out which stairway I want. It's a couple options. I'm like, I kind of want to use that one. So yeah, I'm gonna just pick that one. And if you see that crown, this is Pro. So this picture background actually comes with the Pro again. You can use one where it's free if you're using the free version, but I'm using the Pro one. And to make background, you can stretch it out, or you can actually right click it and put center back or set as background. Okay, so Nip is actually almost the perfect size, but I think I'm going to go ahead and make him a little bit bigger. So I want him to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to take that excess off. You see that? I'm going to crop that to get that off, and then I'm going to pull him up, make him a little bit bigger. Then have him sitting on the steps. Okay, so I'm just resizing them, making sure he looks good on these steps. And now I'm going to see which wings I want, right? So I put angel wings. So like I said, the first time when I put regular wings, look what's going to come up. Chicken. So, I'm sorry. No. So, we want to go ahead and get some angel wings. And I'm really, really, really digging those right there. I think those are some nice wings. They have a ton of them, though. Some pretty colors. If I wanted to use the wings as a background, I could do that. But I already have a background. But I like these wings. It's a ton of them. Ooh, those black ones actually look dope. But I'm going to use these white ones, the first ones that actually caught my eye. And then I'm going to position it so it can be like over his shoulders. I put the afterglow filter on there. You see how it lightened it up? I like that color better. And it matches like the background in the cloud. So I'm going to send that to the back. I right clicked, I sent it to the back, and I'm just going to position it so it can be like it's coming out of his shoulders. Okay. So there we go. We have it coming out of his shoulders. That looks really good to me. I like it a lot. So I'm going to add some text here. And I just click add a little bit of body text. And then I made it larger. And I'm trying to figure out, do I want to put RIP or rest in peace? Oh, I like the way that white pops out of that. That looks really, really nice. But I don't think I want RIP. I think I want to type out rest in peace. I think. I'm just looking. I like the positioning of it. But I think I want to go ahead and type it out versus putting the RIP. Yeah. I'm going to type it out. I think it looks better that way. So rest in peace, that's way too large. So I'm going to go ahead and change the font size. But I like this font for it. Remo. I like that font. So I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Okay. 160 seems to work. That looks really good. I'm digging it. So it's a couple different ways you can do things. Like I told you guys before, it's multiple ways to skin a cat. I say that all the time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. And then I'm going to the three dots and I'm pressing that double thing and that duplicates it. So instead of me going and adding another text, I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to put his birthday, August 15th, 1985. He was so young. To March 31st, 2019. Okay. So that's what we're going to put there. And I just realized that I think I kept the 2019 when I could have just put 19. Oh, man. I did not mean to do that. So I'm trying to see what font looks better. I want a kind of bolder font. But I should have just put 8/15/85 and 3/31/19 instead of 2019. I don't know what I was thinking. You see, sometimes you see that hindsight. Like, that is mismatch, Chonita. You didn't even notice it. I did not notice it. And it's on everything. And I'm not going back and changing it. So, that's what it's going to be. Okay, so I'm duplicating again. I'm going to go ahead and type his actual birth name in here instead of his street name. So I'm going to go ahead and change the size of that. I want that a little bit smaller. I'm just going to position it to where I want it to be. Okay, that looks really good. I like the way that looked. Now I'm going to add the Nipsey Hussle. So I don't know. The white at the bottom, you see how the background is? You want to make sure it all is cohesive and it looks good. So I'm putting Nipsey Hussle the Great. But the white doesn't look good back there because it's like fading to the background. So I'm going to change the size. I think I'm going to keep the font, but I'm going to go ahead and add an element so that you could actually see it. I thought I should change the color. Maybe a blue will look right, but as you're going to see, nope, that didn't look right. It kind of just threw it off. So I'm like, that doesn't look right. And then you see these photo colors? I think that's really dope. I thought black would look right, but it kind of throws it off too. It could have went right there, but I didn't like the way that looked. So, like I said before, I think I wanted to add an element. So I'm going to add an element, and I'm going to add a circle, but I'm going to make it into like an oval. That blue is not right. And like I said, you see the photo colors, just pulling all the colors from the photo. So I'm trying to see what color looks the actual best. And I'm going to change that font back to white because that looks better. And then the circle, the element, I think I'm going to make it a little transparent. So that's transparency. And I'm going to bring that down. So now I'm just playing around with it, making sure that it's right, it's all proportion right. But I still don't know if I want to keep it or not. I don't know if I want to take the element away or keep it. So just going to play around with it, make sure it looks good. And I'm going to duplicate that page. That's what I just did. I'm just going to delete it. So now I have one with the Nipsey Hussle the Great and then one without it. Yeah, so I kept both because I could not figure out which one I wanted to actually use. Because that looks so clean without it. It looks so clean. But it's like I felt like I had to put Nipsey Hussle the Great on there. So I was like, because that's who he was. Nipsey Hussle the Great. Like, so I just kept both because I didn't know which one I wanted to keep. But, oh, he looks so clean. Man, that's such a king. It's just so sad. Still grieving him, man. If anybody knows me, know I love him. Absolutely love him. All right, now let's get to making Kobe's. We're going to go ahead and get the photo that I uploaded for Kobe. Rest in peace. Once again, just so sad. Still grieving him and Gigi. So So this quality of this photo doesn't look good. I deleted the background and I don't like that quality of this photo. So I'm going to go back to Google and I'm going to find a better photo. Because that quality, one thing about it is when you're making things and you're creating things, you want to use good quality things. Like especially with photos, especially if we're going to put this on a shirt or a mug or a tumbler or something like that, a mouse pad, anything. You want to make sure that it is good quality and the resolution is good. Ooh, that's a nice photo right there. But you see somebody already kind of used that one. That's sweet. I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to save it because there's too much going on in that background. So let me see if I can find a different photo. Okay, so keep scrolling. I love it though. Whoever did that one, that's dope. Oh, there go the background without the extra stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use that one. All right, still thinking about it. I'm going to go ahead and use that one because I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Oh, no, I'm going to copy it. I copied it and I'm going to see if I could paste it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it worked. So I copied it. Then I Control V and pasted it in there. And it actually worked. And then you see how it uploaded it automatically. That's sweet. Canva, you sweet. So I'm going to remove that background again. And then, yep. And it did it real clean and crisp and clear. It did it good on these. Now, typically I was looking for a full body one. Because I wanted to make sure it was a full body. But I like this picture a lot. Oh, those wings look nice. And the color looks nice. That color matches. So now I'm trying to resize. I'm sending it to the back. Then I'm trying to resize the picture and the image because it's not a full body photo. It's a torso and his arm isn't in there. So I have to try to reposition it to where it actually looks good. See that? So I didn't make it as the background because see, it wouldn't look good. So I'm repositioning him. I want the angel wings coming out of his arms, even though his arm is like up. I still want the angel wings looking like they're coming out of his shoulders. I'm cropping that excess of the photo out the way so I can have access to the back if I need it. And then you see the bottom part, because it's his torso, I'm going to have to put something down there. So I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to get a square. I'm going to stretch it out to it's like a rectangle. And then I'm going to make the colors really pretty. So that's gold, but that doesn't like blend in with the photo. So I'm going to put the brown. Okay, the brown is a little bit better. I'm pulling the colors from the photo, but I think I want a gradient. So I'm going to search a gradient. Okay, that wasn't the way to search it. So I'm going to search a gradient in, where am I going to search? Elements. Yep. So let's search gradient elements. And let's see how we can, like, fade in and out of the colors. So I want them to be like a brownish, goldish colors. I think that'll look good with this particular photo and background. So let's see what we can find. Let's see if we can change. Yep, we can change these colors. Okay, so that's a gradient already. I'm going to delete the element and then I'm just going to make this bigger but bring it down to the bottom. Because you see at the top, we can change the colors of this gradient. So I'm going to bring it down and then I'm going to put his words on there. So that purple, I'm going to change. I want it to be like a brown maybe right there. And that pink, I'm going to put different shades of brown and gold from the actual photo. So now I'm just playing around and seeing, that gold is a little bit too bright. I know I don't want that gold. So it's a little off. So I want it to match the background. So let's play around with it and see what works. That gold definitely is too bright. So let's go up here and then play around and move around here. That looks good. Yep, so let's add the text now. It's going to add the text and make it larger so we can actually see it. Kobe Bean. Let's pull it down. Kobe Bean Bryant. Whew, 2020, what a year. We're going to duplicate that, and then we're going to put his birthday. They both were born in August. That's weird. August 23rd, 1973 to January 26th, 2020. I caught it on here. I didn't put the 2020 on this one. I don't know why I did that on Nips. Oops, and it's sorry, not 23, it's 28. I mean, the year was not 73, it was 78. So August 23rd, 1978. I'm going to change that, put that down, and then I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to put rest in peace. Then I want to take those apostrophes around from the bean. I mean, not apostrophes, quotations. Y'all, I'm tired. I want to take the quotations off the bean. All right, I actually like that and the font. I typically like play around with it, but I like that font. I'm going to group it so that when I move it around, that it can stay in place. And I'm centering that. Yeah. So rest in peace, Kobe Bean Bryant, August 23rd, 1978 to January 26, 2020. And then there's Nips. I like them. And I like that they're different. Like the feelings and vibes of them are different. I thought I wanted to change that, but I wanted to keep it the same. So I didn't. I'm going to go ahead and keep it like how it was. Right? And I always save it because you never know what could happen. And you always want to be able to make sure you can come back to it. So yeah, that's actually the tutorial. I added angel wings and I made a memorial flyer, or you could put this shirt on a shirt for sublimation. For Nip, may he rest in peace. And Kobe, may he rest in peace. So, excuse me, thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.